Welcome to the algorithm effect. I've always been fascinated by the power of Google's search engine. It's something we use every day, often without a second thought. But have you ever wondered how it actually works? How does Google sift through billions of web pages to find exactly what you're looking for in a fraction of a second? Today we're going to pull back the curtain and explore the intricate world of Google's search algorithm. Let's start at the beginning. Back in 1998, two Stanford PhD students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, had a vision to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. The key was their innovative approach to ranking web pages. Instead of just looking at how many times a keyword appeared on a page, they considered the web as a network of links. Pages with more links pointing to them were deemed more important. This was the foundation of PageRank, the algorithm that set Google apart from its competitors. Now let's delve into the fascinating world of how Google discovers new web pages. This crucial process is called crawling, and it's meticulously carried out by automated programs. These programs are affectionately known as Googlebots or spiders, and they tirelessly navigate the vast expanse of the internet. They are the digital explorers that map the ever-growing online landscape. These bots start their journey with a carefully curated list of known web pages, acting as their initial map. From there, they diligently follow the intricate web of links embedded on those pages, venturing out to discover new and uncharted territories. It's akin to a digital version of connecting the dots, but on a scale that's almost incomprehensible, spanning billions of web pages and constantly evolving. The bots are designed to efficiently traverse the web, ensuring no corner is left unexplored. The web is not a static entity, it's a dynamic and ever-changing ecosystem. New pages are born every second, old ones are updated with fresh information, and some, unfortunately, fade away into digital oblivion. To keep pace with this constant flux, Google's crawlers are always at work, tirelessly and continuously exploring the web. This ensures that their index, the heart of Google's search engine, remains accurate, comprehensive, and up-to-date, providing users with the most relevant results possible. The recrawl rate depends on how often the content changes on a given page. Once Google discovers these pages through its crawling process, the next crucial step is to understand and organize the vast amount of information they contain. This is where indexing comes into play, transforming the chaotic web into a structured and searchable resource. Think of it as Google meticulously creating a massive digital library, cataloging every piece of information for easy retrieval. When the Googlebots crawl a page, they don't just skim the surface, they meticulously analyze its content, dissecting every word, image, and link. They then categorize the page based on its subject matter, relevance, and quality. All of this information is carefully stored in Google's index, forming a comprehensive profile of the page that will be used to determine its ranking in search results. The scale of this operation is truly mind-boggling, pushing the boundaries of what's technologically possible. We're talking about hundreds of billions of web pages, each one meticulously analyzed, categorized, and indexed. This massive undertaking requires immense computing power, sophisticated algorithms, and a relentless commitment to providing users with the best possible search experience. Google has this massive index of the web, but how does it use this to answer our searches? It all starts with understanding what we're actually asking for. When you type a query into Google, the algorithm first tries to interpret your intent. Are you looking for a specific website, trying to buy something? Or maybe you're asking a question? Google uses natural language processing to break down your query, identifying key terms and understanding context. It can handle misspellings, recognize synonyms, and even interpret the implied meaning behind your words. Once Google understands your query, it needs to decide which of the billions of pages in its index are most relevant. This is where ranking comes in. The original PageRank algorithm is still a factor, but it's now just one of hundreds of signals Google uses to rank pages. It's a complex balancing act, trying to surface the most relevant, authoritative, and user-friendly content for each query. Let's dive deeper into how Google determines relevance and ranks its search results. In the early days of the internet, search engine technology was quite rudimentary. It was mostly about keywords, matching the words you typed into the search bar with the words on a web page. The more times a keyword appeared, the more relevant the page was deemed to be. But Google has come a long way since then, evolving into a sophisticated system that understands context and user intent. Today, Google uses semantic search to understand the meaning behind words, not just the words themselves. This involves analyzing the relationships between words, the context in which they are used, and the overall topic of the web page. It's about understanding the nuances of language and the intent behind the query. For example, if you search for apple, Google needs to figure out if you mean the fruit. Perhaps you're looking for recipes or nutritional information, or the tech company, in which case you might be interested in their latest products or news. This disambiguation is crucial for providing relevant results. Here's where things get really interesting, and where Google truly shines. Google doesn't just provide the same generic results to everyone. Instead, it personalizes them based on a variety of factors, tailoring the search experience to each individual user. This personalization aims to provide the most relevant and useful information possible. Your location is a big one, and perhaps the most obvious example of personalization. If you search for coffee shop, Google will prioritize results near you, showing you the cafes and coffee houses in your immediate vicinity. This is incredibly useful when you're on the go and looking for a quick caffeine fix. But it goes far beyond just your location. Your search history, the time of day, the language you speak, and even the type of device you're using can all influence your results. For instance, if you frequently search for information about a particular hobby, Google is more likely to show you results related to that hobby, even if your current search query is somewhat ambiguous. Google's search results page has evolved a lot over the years, reflecting the advancements in search technology and the changing needs of users. It's no longer just a simple static list of blue links. The modern search results page is dynamic, interactive, and packed with information. Now, you'll often see rich snippets, enhanced search results with additional information like images, ratings, or prices. These snippets provide a quick overview of the content on a web page, allowing you to quickly assess its relevance and decide whether or not to click through. They can include everything from movie showtimes to product availability. And for many queries, particularly those that are phrased as questions, you'll also see featured snippets or answer boxes prominently displayed at the top of the results, providing quick, concise answers to your questions, often extracted directly from relevant web pages. This allows you to get the information you need without even having to click on a link. The world has changed dramatically in the last decade, and one of the biggest shifts we've seen is the way we access information. With the rise of smartphones, mobile search has become increasingly important, almost indispensable. We carry these powerful devices with us everywhere, making instant access to knowledge a constant companion. In fact, most Google searches now happen on mobile devices, a testament to this profound change in user behavior. This shift isn't just a minor trend, it's a fundamental reshaping of how we interact with the internet. This monumental shift in search behavior led Google to adopt a mobile-first indexing approach. Recognizing that the majority of users were now searching on mobile, Google adapted its systems to prioritize mobile content. This means Google primarily uses the mobile version of a website for indexing and ranking. If your website isn't optimized for mobile, it's essentially invisible to a large portion of potential users. This change underscores the importance of responsive design and mobile-friendly content. But it's not just about mobile compatibility. While mobile friendliness is crucial, Google places a significant emphasis on overall user experience. They want to ensure that users find what they're looking for quickly and easily. Factors like page load speed, mobile friendliness, clear and intuitive navigation, and overall website design all play a critical role in determining a website's ranking. A seamless and enjoyable user experience is now a key ranking signal. Think of it as Google rewarding websites that prioritize their users' needs. With the immense power and influence of Google search comes the constant challenge of people trying to game the system. Some individuals and organizations attempt to manipulate search rankings through various unethical tactics. Google is in a constant battle against spam, malicious code, and low-quality content designed to deceive users. They employ sophisticated algorithms and manual reviews to identify and penalize websites that violate their guidelines. This ongoing struggle ensures that search results remain relevant, accurate, and trustworthy. To further ensure the quality of search results, Google also actively tries to promote high-quality content through various initiatives, most notably the EAT guidelines. EAT stands for expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. These guidelines provide a framework for evaluating the quality of content and websites. Google uses these principles to assess whether a website is a reliable source of information. Websites that demonstrate strong EAT are more likely to rank higher in search results. So what does the future hold for Google search? The answer, in large part, lies in the continued advancement of artificial intelligence and machine learning. These technologies are already playing an increasingly important role in how Google understands and ranks content. AI algorithms like BERT and MUM are helping Google to better understand the nuances of language and the intent behind search queries. This allows Google to deliver more relevant and accurate search results. Beyond traditional text-based search, we're also witnessing the rapid rise of visual search with innovative technologies like Google Lens. This allows you to search the world around you simply by pointing your camera at an object. Google Lens can identify objects, translate text, and provide information about what you see. It's a powerful tool that bridges the gap between the physical and digital worlds. Voice search is another rapidly expanding frontier, with digital assistants like Google Assistant becoming more prevalent in our daily lives. People are increasingly using voice commands to search for information, set reminders, and control their smart devices. And let's not forget about the immense potential of augmented reality to transform the way we search and interact with information. Imagine being able to overlay digital information onto the real world, creating a truly immersive search experience. As we've explored, Google's search algorithm is an incredibly complex and constantly evolving system, a testament to the power of innovation. It's a remarkable feat of human ingenuity, requiring the collaboration of countless engineers, researchers, and data scientists. The algorithm is continuously refined and updated to adapt to changing user behavior and new technological advancements. Every single day, Google's search engine processes billions of queries from users all around the world, connecting us with the information we need to learn, grow, and stay informed. Understanding how it works not only satisfies our curiosity about the digital world, but also helps us become more effective users of this powerful tool. By understanding the principles behind Google's search algorithm, we can optimize our online presence and find the information we need more efficiently. As Google continues to innovate and push the boundaries of what's possible, one thing's for sure. The future of search is bound to be exciting, filled with new possibilities and unforeseen advancements. The way we access and interact with information will continue to evolve in ways we can only imagine. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the inner workings of Google Search. I hope you found it insightful and informative.